Hi guys! So let's make another draw. So, what's my next read? Okay, again, not one in the 20s or 30s. Number 6. It's Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. Okay, and this was for the a book with an overweight main character whose story isn't about losing weight. Okay, that's interesting. I'm actually trying to lose weight myself. So, yeah, I'm very overweight. I need to lose a decent amount of weight, like 30 kilos at least, and preferably 40. Chloe Brown is a chronically ill computer geek with a goal, a plan, and a list. After almost, but not quite, dying, she's come up with 6 directives to help her get her life. And she's already completed the first. Finally, moving out of her glamorous family's mansion. She has a glamorous family. That's interesting. Next items: enjoy a drunken night out. It wasn't very enjoyable. Ride a motorcycle. Go camping. That's not enjoyable. Have meaningless but thoroughly enjoyable sex. Eh, been there, done that. Travel the world with nothing but hand luggage. I'm still waiting for the enjoyable part. And do something bad. Depends on what kind is bad. Well, it's not easy being bad, even when you've written step by step guidelines on how to do it correctly. What Chloe needs is a teacher, and she knows just the man for the job. Ooh, there's a man involved. Red Morgan is a handyman with tattoos, a motorcycle. Okay, check that one. The more sex appeal than and more sex appeal than 10,000 Hollywood heartthrobs. Well, depends. He's also an artist who paints at night and hides his work in the light of day, which Chloe knows because she spies on him occasionally. How? Just the teeniest, tiniest bit. But when she enlists Red in her mission to rebel, she learns things about him that no spy session could teach her. How is she spying on this guy? Like why he clearly resents Chloe's wealthy background. Most people do. And why he never shows his art to anyone. Maybe he thinks it's bad. And what really lies beneath his rough exterior. Let me guess. Heart of gold? Okay, we'll see. This doesn't exactly sound like something that I normally read, but you'll see. Average rating on Goodreads is 3.75. Decent, 210,000 ratings. So we'll see. So that's my next read. I don't know if I like it though. It's usually not my cup of tea, but let's go with it. That's why I'm doing this challenge to take me out of my comfort zone a bit. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the review. Bye. Hi guys! So this is a review of Chloe Brown Get a Life by Talia Hibbert. And I read this book as part of the 2026 PopSugar Reading Challenge, prompt number 6, which was, it's pretty long, a book with an overweight main character whose story isn't about losing weight. So, I only gave this book 2 stars. I didn't really like it. So I went into it expecting that it was going to be a light, fun, romantic comedy, and with the list as sort of like going through this, that it was going to be a kind of a fish out of water story, because Chloe's like this really rich woman, and she's going into territories which is mostly middle class. But no, that wasn't it. So this book is so Chloe is, like I said, a rich woman. She's black, she's curvy, and she's having fun with it. And she decides to get a life because she almost gets run over by a car. Now the part where she has been living such a boring life is because she has fibromyalgia, which was really the most relatable part of this story. I have an autoimmune disorder myself, and that was why all the bits about medical gaslighting, about your friends leaving you because you're not able to be there for them as much because of fatigue and all sorts of things like that. So that was very relatable, but that's about it for me. So this book mainly takes place in Chloe's and the male main characters' Red's heads. So they're constantly thinking about their insecurities, their problems, and also when the other person is in the vicinity, they're thinking very, very explicit, spicy thoughts of each other. Like, so explicit that I was like, oh my God. Like, I don't want to read about your parts that much. Thank you. So Chloe's list, which she's using to get a life, is basically set decoration. It doesn't matter to the story at all. Like, there's the one part where they go camping. So I was expecting something like fun, like setting up the tent. Maybe she's having trouble, Red's helping, or like maybe they're cooking something. She doesn't know how to cook, so Red's doing stuff, or maybe she gets scared by bugs or animals or anything. You're camping. I've been a couple of times camping, and I hate camping, but yeah, as a kid, I went camping a few times. And so that's what I was expecting. Instead, they basically, the tent just almost like sets up itself, and then they roast some marshmallows and talk about their feelings, and then they retire for the night. So that was about it. And that's the thing about every item of the list. It's basically a surface level through the whole thing. It's them talking to each other and them thinking about each other and other stuff. Also, side characters, they're really just part of the set decoration. Some of them have more character than others, but they're basically just there for Chloe to bounce her thoughts and feelings off of, like they're a wall. Nothing ever happens to them. And yeah, there's also a cat, which sometimes brings a little bit of fun element, but then the cat is gone and the cat is gone, and that's it. So yeah, it was really boring because we just keep circling the same thing. And also it just does the misunderstanding trope over and over and over again until the book just ends. And this is over 10 hours as an audiobook. Like, and basically not much happens. Like, I'm not going to spoil that they get together. It's so obvious that they get together. Like, this is a romance book. And also their jobs, their other things that they do besides being with each other, they're just also on the wayside. They're not important. Like, they could be doing anything. And then there's an epilogue a year later, and it's just still, yeah, they're together. Like, shocker, really? And the whole thing, it takes place in like from start to finish, besides the epilogue, I think a couple of months. But their whole relationship is, I think, a couple weeks. And yeah, also another problem that I had was Red's character, and he's way too perfect. Like, he's just way too perfect. He's like caring and loving, and he loves that she's curvy. He doesn't mind her illness. The only problem is that he's too perfect. He gets lost in relationships, and then he goes to therapy. But even therapy is like, okay, I went to therapy, so now I'm good. And yeah, just nothing like that actually gets really addressed. And also, I've known guys who were like this, that they got really lost in a relationship and really like cater themselves to the other person. Usually that was me, and frankly, that's hell of a boring. Like, come on, have a personality, please. And yeah, and it's also very exhausting to have to like constantly like try to get the other person to have a personality and have their own wants and needs and stuff, because people like this don't. And it's actually never addressed, and it's never viewed as something bad that maybe you should, I don't know, have his own life besides being in love with a person. So yeah, so that's my review, and that went on very long. Well, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my next read, and read my written review everywhere. Bye.